Good morning. Um, all right. So, again, I told you we're going to do this daily. We're going to get this going. So, I definitely was studying, and that's why my head looks so big, and that's why it looks like I got a headache going on, and that's why this screen. Hold on, let me fix myself. Look, okay. So, I today had definitely did some stuff. I did some stuff, y'all, and y'all know that I learns. Okay? So, I did all these things. I did this all the time. And people be like, man, what you be doing? All you do is study. Yes, because the more you learn, the more you grow. I ain't got no time to waste and don't know nothing. And when stuff start blowing up, don't blame me because you ain't got no book of knowledge. Shoot. Education is the key to success. I went to college. Always in college. And my brain worked like that. Now, education is real. So you got to do what you got to do out here. And you got to go ahead and do it. So I did all these things. All of it. From my journalism, my plan, all that. And I started to feel good, y'all. So today we ain't going to do no crying today. We good. We enjoy for day. So I want to go over this here. I do this all the time and it feels good, man. I feel like I'm actually doing something for myself. So this is what I was doing. All right? I'm like, what is that? Well, this is a map. This is a map. The map of life, so you can feel good about yourself. When you be going through what you're going through, you can write it all out, right? Okay. So anyways, people put images they see on you, but you know that's not you. So, for example, in this, I got black and yellow. Yep. Because sometimes people see that dirty part, and then people saw that perfect part for me, okay? So, the dirty was bedroom boom for me, okay? And a lot of people, they did all this gossip. So, that all they see was the bedroom boom. Me always up in the bedroom, booming. Bedroom boom. Okay, anyways, that's what I was doing. I had the problem with the bedroom boom. And I ain't going to be acting like I'm all perfect. So that's what happened. So I had this bedroom boom problem. And people saw the bedroom boom. And so when I had the baby at the age of 16, people said, oh, she going to fail. She ain't going to make it. Oh, wow. They was hooning, but they wasn't helping. So I came up with shoot you with knowledge. So, because, God already said don't do evil for evil and don't be a fool with a fool because you're going to fall up in that ditch and ain't nobody want to be up in that ditch because I sure don't. I'm not about to be in no ditch with nobody. I ain't going to be in no lava stuff either. I'm not about to be jumped in no lava either. So, when I read stuff, I do my little theory and it's different. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not, no, I'm not all of that. I'm different. And that's why I am outside the world because I'm a different speaker. I think a little bit different and I scare little people too. But I just think different. That's all. I'm different. And I'm okay with saying I'm just different and I'm going to be who I am. I speak a little bit different. I don't agree with certain people. And sometimes I will understand all, but I pick what I want in my life. I like my different wigs. I like my different all things. Okay? But at the end of the day, God's not looking at all that. He's not looking at that. Okay? He's looking at did you follow through the bad and good times? What did you do to really take care of your body? Take care of your temple. Take care of him that's inside of you because God's inside of you. So as he talking about the virtual church, he said he put the little heavens in your heart. He put all this stuff in you. Where is he? Inside of you. So if God did that, you know what I'm saying? He want to make sure that you're taking care of his body. Making sure that you're taking care because your body is really not your own. Really, it's your body, but sometimes you realize sometimes your body be trying to wake up, your body don't want to wake up. So it's really not your own. It's really not. We paying for everything. The only thing that will go with us is our souls. That's what goes with us. The soul. So, in this, now, education, I remember Prophet Rob telling me that. He told me, he said, education. God says education. And so I'm like, man, I already went to college and I'm already... No, he meant educate everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you know that is getting on your nerves, you better learn about it. And I learned it from my mentor. I call her my free mentor, Rita, when she told me, you need to learn about education, education, education. And then she flowed me all the way back to high school when I was at Durango. And I remember that me and the girls were doing studies. And they told their auntie that I talked a lot. And that I wasn't learning. I wasn't going to learn. So when I got there, the auntie, because of misunderstanding, she misunderstood what they were saying. She didn't talk to me. She talked to them. She listened to what they said. So when I came in there, she came at me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was trying to learn with them people, they made me feel uncomfortable because I didn't like that. I'm like, really? And so I left. When I left, the person was talking. I told her, no, I don't like how you did that. That's wrong. Like, how are you going to tell your auntie that I'm sitting here and I'm going to goof off and I'm not? And so, long story short, I remembered that when I got home, I studied alone. And when I studied alone, I went to school and the test was there. And, you know, it was a math. So I had an IEP at the time and I thought I would learn. So it was math. It was science. It was all these things. And all I can remember is that we waited for our test results, right? Because I got a chance to get a calculator, but I still didn't really, you know. But I thought I didn't know, but guess what? I ended up passing my math and science versus my reading and writing and something that I do. Well, I discovered my writing, I have grammar problems. And a lot of people would be like, man, why is she typing like that? But they judged me instead of helping me. So they were criticizing instead of saying, hey, you know, I know how to do grammar. Do you want to get together so I can help you? No, they made jokes. They talked about that. You know what I'm saying? So I still have it, but I would write all these things. And so God's not looking at, man, you got the little grammar stuff. Or we can get somebody to help you with that, but you can write. People don't realize the images that they put on you, it ain't got nothing what God has for you. So those images that they put on you ain't true. It's not. So people saw this girl who was a single mother of 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, and said that, oh, you let the kids do whatever. But the thing about it is that they said the wrong things because then the kids click. They don't realize how our minds is. So if you're talking about somebody and you say, this is that, so that person starts to think that. That's kind of like Jesus. When he went and everybody was cool and everything until somebody said something and then someone traded. They all traded like they was cool when he was doing everything for them, but then they all traded on him. That is just like that. So I did some studies to where I thought about myself and I put myself in Jesus' position. And I said, well, that sounds like me because a lot of people would tell me, you not whooping them hard enough and you not. But they ain't had no type of results. They ain't have no type of list. They didn't have no type of nothing. They would tell me, did you do? Well, the last time I checked, I'm on my own. So, did you help? Some people clown me in levels where I had to really study them too. So after a while, I said, oh, that's why they like that. Okay, I get it. So a lot of people mistaken kind people. They mistaken us. They mistaken us in levels where they think that we are weak. And they need to be careful because I got a little knowledge here. I got a knowledge. I can shoot you in my brain, I say. So what I mean is that mean people are weak. Yeah. Yeah. They're weak. Kind people, they got strong will. They can shoot you where it hurts you, but then they don't want to do evil for evil because that's not what we're supposed to do. But I was one of the people, I was kind until people started knocking me over. And when they knocked me a little bit too much, I had to knock them back. In levels where I gave them knowledge. And levels where I had to remind them that, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm the one that made sure that you were okay. I'm the one that supported you. Anybody that was around me, they only remember what they did for me. And it's so funny because once I remind them, like, we helped each other, because didn't I not make sure you was good too? Didn't I not make sure there was food? Didn't I not make sure that your lights was on? Didn't I not make sure I helped you with the phone bill? Didn't I not make sure? Oh, so you only did something for me. But we don't remember that I did something for you too. Oh, you've forgotten. But you remember your stuff. Well, let me refresh. Let me turn on your computer right now and refresh it. And so as I did my studies, it was going to make people mad. So they were wondering, where is she? What is she doing? Oh, she's studying about you. Oh, she out here studying. She got out of college and she went to counseling and she went to a parental class. This girl was out here studying. See, when people thought, oh man, she whoop whoop and she ate whoop. Yeah, she had low income, but she didn't sit on that. She wanted to learn because she needed that before she entered anything. I mean, the girl was so hurt. She lost a dad, and they mistaken that father that was kind-hearted for weak. They thought that you gotta boss somebody around. No, you're not. You're not a boss. You're supposed to manage people. And what you do is you manage them. You can't tell nobody what to do. Even if you a manager, them employees, either they gonna get fired or whatever, they still have to do what they're supposed to do, and they should know it. And that's why my dad was so calm. And he was the same today, tomorrow. It didn't matter. My father was a father. He raised me and he took care of me and he loved me and he never changed. He never looked at my sin. He never looked at me. I mean, he know that he was hurt that his daughter had the baby at the age of 16, but he didn't do that gossip. He didn't neglect her. He didn't throw her to the trash can. He didn't say single mother. No. He said my daughter. He said, my daughter. And that's what I loved about my dad. My daughter's out there making sure she does what she do for her children. My daughter's out there and she's really being good. I'm not going to tell her single mother. Because you know what? She wasn't raised from one. So just because she is by herself don't mean she was raised by one. You know, and just because she's not getting the help that she used to have don't mean that she don't have no one to help her. There's so many people out here. She didn't want to go out, but she had to. She had no choice. But at the end of the day, this woman, the images that they put on her was false allegations. And it was all from misunderstanding and not wanting to hear me. And when you don't want to hear nobody, that's where it's a misunderstanding. When you don't tell someone you're going to be late to something, that's where it's a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? When you, for example, I'm going to use this, okay? So one time, I had a lot of people working for me during child care issue. I did. And so during that child care issue, a lot of people were late and they didn't let me know. And so if you don't let me know, My glue is I am paying you. You know what I'm saying? So either way it goes, whether you like it or not, say if you're at work and they needed you on this position and you made it late and you got fired. It's the same way. If you were going to be late, you let that person knows. You know what I'm saying? You let them know, like, hey, I'm going to run a bit behind. I'm running behind. So they might call you. I'm going to be late. But at the end of the day, if you thought that the person is just going to sit there and not forget that you were late and they paid you, of course they're going to confront you with that because it's true. If someone's giving you some token out of their time, you do your job. And whether you like it or not, they're not wrong, because say if you were giving money out and someone didn't do what they're supposed to be doing, you gonna be okay with that? No, you're not. You're not gonna be okay with that. And another thing is, what irritates me with people is that they put these images when you start to protect yourself. Because when it comes to income, when it comes to spending your money, that ain't no joke. And you want to make sure if I spend my money, I'm spending it on the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And during my child care issue, thank God I don't have it no more, but I'll never forget how horrible it was. I mean, traveling out far, and it's like, oh no. And then another thing, getting charged high. And then another thing, people coming late. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute. My lights do not come off air. So if I'm giving you some income, any source, and you're not washing them for free, do your job. And that's when I learned that you can't drop your kid off at any and everywhere, because they would have so many things and so many excuses, and they see that you're kind, so they mistaken it for weakness. And so for me, I love a lot of people, but I had to tell them, like, okay, the images that you're seeing because you're upset, but you need to listen to what I'm saying. You're misunderstanding me. First of all, I'm grieving. And so you're taking advantage of the fact that you see I'm on the ground and you think that I'm supposed to just poof, there it is. No, it's a book of life. It doesn't take that. It takes time. It's a time. God says it. It's a time to cry and it's a time to be happy. So it was a time where I went without. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where I just didn't know what to do. So when you're running for help and they betrayed you too, where are you going to go? And so that's why I got out of bedroom boom to the learning room, the knowledge room. I went to the educational room here. And this educational room was huge. I mean, the knowledge that I got, I went to college, listening to great peers, the people that really knew what they're talking about. Because when you're going to your feelings and you're dealing with that, you got to make sure you're dealing with people that knows how to deal with emotional. So I suggest that you go for emotional support, people who know how to do that. Because if you're going to somebody that already have emotional issues and then you're going about your problem, that's not going to work. I went to parenting classes. I went to counseling. I went to things that I know that could help me. And then my decision is I started plotting it out. I need to get my license. I had to get a sheriff card. I have to get my business license. I have to get my CPR license. I have to get my driver's license. Then I made a blog. Then I got my YouTube. And then a lot of free things. I did this for free on the blog. I did this for free with the business card. Then I had got offered to babysit. Then my job started saying that I wanted to say overtime. So, the increase started coming. So I knew that God was blessing me. I mean, a guy came with a box of pizza. You know what I'm saying? And 3 free shirts. I mean, and then I learned about don't do evil for evil. So don't do bad. Just forgive these people. And don't be foolish. Like, don't be petty. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall up in here. And that's why I'm saying people saw The perfect area of me, man, she's so perfect. She make everything look easy. And other people saw dirty. But see, God's not double-minded. If God sees pure, God sees pure. If God sees dirty, he sees dirty. And for me, I'm seeing all these blessings and I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, God sees, he sees purity. He sees clean. So whatever they was talking about, they better leave me alone because I don't see that in myself either. I see a woman that's trying to make sure if she needs the help, these people are going to do what she asked for. She didn't ask for all the extra stuff. She didn't say double cheeseburger with ketchup. So why are you putting ketchup on there if she didn't say that? She didn't say she want extra. Nah. And so she going to leave because it's extra stuff that she does not need. So then it said, you're blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you. So, I done lost a whole lot of people off my team. If I didn't talk to them, I am not your friend no more. I peak fake. Oh, okay. I'm fake because I want to finally take care of myself. I'm not real because I'm trying to educate myself. Okay, well, once stuff start blowing up, I'm about to walk around here with a book of math. Okay, and I'm about to educate myself. And then when you see that lava stuff and you up in that fiery stuff, don't come to me because I done told you, you better use your brain. I got a gun in my brain. So if you think you about to play with me when you up in that lava and your wig falling off and your wig burning up and everything burning up, that ain't on me. Because that's why I left. It was too much explosion going on. Woo! Hallelujah. Okay, so when you see too much, it got to go. Sometimes you really got to remove yourself. For you to be up in the hospital somewhere up here, foaming at the mouth and falling out because of pettiness. Misunderstanding that's why. Miscommunication. People making plots and everything and excluding you and then wondering why everything blowing up and going on fire. But maybe, just maybe, see, that's what happened with Jesus. The devil come up in here, and I get it. Sometimes we got a different way of thinking. But you going to come up in his team and tell him what to do, and he created all of this? Boy, sit yourself down. And now I got to get what God was saying, like, man, you know, the devil was an angel, and he got booted out because he thought that he was cool. To come on here and tell him what to do with his stuff. See, the problem is people disagreeing when they should be coming with some type of agreement. Because if you're trying to deal with a city, if you're trying to help somebody, what you disagreeing for? Y'all should be plotting. You should never make fun of your neighbor. I don't care. You should never make fun of them. Because I want you to flash back. When you was crying, did they make fun of you? Poof, there it is. So don't do that to your neighbor. Because you're going to miss your neighbor. You're going to miss them. So, be careful what you're doing with your mouth. Watch the mouth. Your mouth is dirty. You're going to clean it with salt. Not no salt, but come clean it with some soap and stop it. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this, it says, images they see is not like the image that God sees. So I came up with my own theory, 5 of them, right? And so I said, what are some images that people saw on you? And I said this. I said, first of all, number 1 was they saw sensitive. They saw, like I said, bedroom, boom, because I had 2 kids. So they saw the fast girl. I had them at a very young age. That's what they saw, man. Dumb. That girl don't even know how to take care of them kids. She can barely take care of herself. Them kids, blah, 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 blah. That's how they sound. Mean. A lot of people saw that. Fake. Oh, Jesus. The moment Gray Quay wanted to be a little bit knowledgeable, she fake. Bougie. Oh, she thinks she acting bougie. She acting all fake now. Oh, and then when she was around, you didn't even notice her. Come on now. What What you want? Shoot. And then busy. She was always busy. Well, you better get busy too. You before you get up in that lava. Shoot. When Jesus come and that lava stuff and your wings start falling off, don't get mad at me. Shoot. Then the lie. What a lie about? You mad because I'm telling you the truth about yourself? Shoot. Manipulator. Oh, how in the world I manipulate you? And then you got my money. And then you ain't even doing your job. And then I still paid you even when you didn't do your job. But I'm using you. Poof, there is, boy, you. Please, you using me. Get gone. Okay. Now, number 2. What are some things that you did change? What was said to you? So I said, can't change what people said, but you can make sure you get help so that you don't allow what they said about you to affect you. So if you like me, shit, you say something. I mean, when you say something to me, I get very, shoo. Whew. It came out. See, Jesus forgive me. See, he said I have a little dirty mouth, so that's why I'm outside the world. Look. But listen, you say something to me, I have to really work on that because I strongly believe everything that people say to me is quite accurate because I was revealed the truth when I was younger. People told me they didn't like me. And then some people really told me they used me. And then they changed their mind about it. So when you reveal that stuff, then it sticks with you in your mind. So you thinking everybody's going to tell you the truth. And no, they don't. But that was me. That's what I said. And it says, being kind-hearted, were you misunderstood or mistaken? Yes, I was misunderstood. Being kind-hearted, people misunderstood me for being weak. So, I was told when I was in high school, because I was so kind and sweet, that the boys were going to use me and I was going to be a little hoe. And it stuck with me because I remember it for a while. I remember what this girl said to me. And then, it was sad because, wow, for you being nice, you're a little hoe. You gonna let everybody have it. And, eventually, I ain't gonna lie, I had a bedroom problem, but there was reasons. And God delivered it. He delivered them words. That ain't true, baby. That's what God said. But, sometimes when people say things, you like, okay, I'm gonna be a little hoe. But you weren't really a hoe. You just had a little bit community service going on to where your daddy had to bop you. Your daddy had to come over there and make sure you're all right now. Because you out there in that bedroom boom. And thank God you only had 2 children. Because you about had 13, 14, 15 of them. So, hallelujah. You delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I think about the bedroom boom every time. Oh, Lord Jesus. I was getting on my daddy's nerves. I'm tired of coming up like this. My daddy was so funny. I'm tired of coming up here now. Tired of coming to this hospital now. Next time you're going to get something you can't get rid of now. Stop. And eventually when Dad said, you're going to die, I stopped. I didn't want to die. And so, number 4 said, what did you do when you were misunderstood? I seeked help and I went to professional side. I went to counseling. I then talked to people at my job, and they gave me really amazing advice. I began to start going to people who I saw that really had it in them, and I looked at people who did not, have the same issue that I am, because if you're having the same problem I am, you really can't help me anyways, If you're on the ground with me and we both on the ground, who's going to help who? You know what I'm saying? So I started to realize I needed that professional realm side. I needed something to feed in that brain. So people were helping me and they cared about me. It was a lot, but I had to pick what helped me. And when I went to go for what's helping me, it was the best thing that I ever did, because that education, oh my God, it felt like God is taking that dirty stuff. So when that guy said to me years ago, I don't know who said it, but I remember that aliens change your brain. He right. God will come down there and clear your brain. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your brain is good and feel amazing. Like right now, God cleaned it. He cleared that mind stuff, because sometimes the words will stick. You know what I'm saying? Words do hurt. And so you got to make sure you get the help that you need. And a lot of people, they tell you, go on, do it. No, don't do that, because now they don't know where to go. You got to give them an application. You got to do that. Yes, you do. Because if you want them to do better in their lives, you got to show them how. You got to help them. Don't tell them what to do. Show them. So when you show them, then they'll be able to know it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever make fun of somebody while they're struggling with something. It doesn't matter. Laugh when they leave, but don't do it in front of their face, because then they're never going to come to you. And when you going to miss them, because they're never going to be comfortable with coming to you. So when you're trying to come to them and you're trying to say, man, what's going on? But you made fun of them and you laughed at them, they will never come to you again for any type of advice. And then you're going to miss the times that they called you and told you their personal business. You're going to miss the times that they really spent their time with you, because you wasted half of that making fun of them. So be careful with making fun of people during their struggles, because they're not going to come back to you. Never. And then you're going to be stuck for real trying to figure out what's wrong, and you're going to be really scared. But don't be, because there's a million of people out here that will help them with their problems. They just trusted you, and you kind of blew it because you made fun of them. Don't do that. If you want someone to be there for you, like you want to be there for them, then treat them the same way you would want them to treat you. Don't ever make fun of nobody. I don't care how funny it is. Because we can joke, but some persons, they don't take it funny. So be careful with the tongue. Be careful. Control yourself. Because that's all you can do. You can't control nobody's mind. Yeah, it might feel, you sound stupid how this person keep taking that person back. But at the end of the day, support them in it. And hope that their mindset changes. That's the main goal. The mindset. Because they ain't got this, they not in the right state of mind. So they need to study it. And studying is important, so that when you go out in the world, ain't nobody gonna call you a dummy, because you know what you're doing. And that's the difference. And that's why I take my knowledge and I take my wisdom. I take all those things serious, because when I go up in the world, people gonna not want to know how I got up here. Well, I had a bedroom problem, and so I started having writing problems. Now I started having studying problems. And now I went from writing in the bed to actually writing on the paper. I went to, doing my thing, to actually workaholic. And that's good. Workaholic. And then from all of this to the fact is, eventually, God's not looking at how much low income I got, because he's going to increase that. I just need to take some time for myself. I needed to take a break and see what I want, not what they want. The images that they have on me, single mother with 2 kids. No, nope, clearing that off. Because I didn't come from a single mother. I didn't come from that. I came from a 2-parent home. So even though I am a single mother, I don't see myself as that. I see a mother with her children working hard. Yes, I do. I don't know. Something about I am a single mother with 2 kids, but I don't like when people say it. Because for me, I'm like, ugh. Can you switch that little word into a mother with her children? Because it's not cute. You looking from the outside. But I look from outside to inside to all types of sizes. I'm looking. And that's why I'm being stretched. Because God's like, oh, baby girl, looking. Yes, I'm seeing you inside and out, baby. And so when people are seeing all that on you, I'm like, well, I don't see, I'm having problems with seeing that because God sees us as our own image. And you know, sometimes they're like, well, he said that you're not supposed to have no. Well, everybody done had a sin. He said he came down here to save our souls. So pay attention. I guess for me, I'm not all religious. I am a connection with God. And when I'm on the ground, I talk to him. Now my prayers then got stronger. Things then got really real to where I can talk by myself out there and people would know who I am. I mean, friends would tag me. My coworkers would tag me and be like, that person who talks to themselves. And they love it. Like, they really think it's bold that I'm right here and people see me talking to myself. Like, that's why this video was great for me, because now they can see what I'm talking about. And they would be like, wow, I want to be up in that self-conference next time I see her talking to herself. You know what I'm saying? And so, last but not least, number 5, I said, will you keep this? Will you keep this plan in your life? Would you keep doing the reading when you get up there? Would you keep on doing this once you finally complete your project? Will you keep studying? Will you keep doing those things? Like, once you get your vehicle, once you get all those licenses that you need to get, once you do that, once you flow in your life and you get there, you know what I'm saying? And you're there, but once you get everything handed in you, your business cards, all types of cards in your hands, are you still going to do this plan that you were doing before you got here? I told God yes. Because you know what? I never know, once I get up here, I might need to go somewhere else. So I'm going to always do this all the time, even when I'm at my office, my real office. Even when I'm at, you know, my behavior class with my students. Even when I'm at Marquela the Life Speakers online and telling them about their lives and what they should do to help them. Wherever I'm at, they gonna know. Like, ooh, who is this girl? I don't know what. Oh, Lord Jesus. God must have just drowned Marquela. Yeah, he did. Because I saw that I jumped in the water in my dream and I drowned. First of all, I was praying and I made it. But then I jumped back in there and I was drowning. And he's just saying, I'm going to drown you out so that you can be clean again. You can be brand new. And you can be brand new too, guys. So, you know, again, catch me on tomorrow. And yes, I will definitely be on tomorrow. And we'll go over our studies again tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and go ahead, and I'm going to get going. So thank you, and definitely, you know, keep on viewing every little video, because you got to start from scratch to get to where you want to go. So when people are wondering, where is she? Where is she? She's about to create her business, and she's living in it right now. So if you want to hang on, hang on. If you don't, oh well, she about to make it. With or without, she's been by herself. And her mind feel good. And everybody, oh Lord, what's wrong? What's wrong that she ain't telling her business. She ain't talking no more. She ain't talking too much. She talking on YouTube. But if you're looking for her, go find her. Find her on her blog. You see her talk about you probably. Have a great day, guys.